So hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to solve a LeetCode hard level problem named median of two sorted arrays. So as I discussed in my previous video that we are going to solve a few important questions from LeetCode. So this is my second video and I hope you get the idea behind it. So let's start. Uh, I will read the code. I will read the statement first, then we will develop the logic, how to solve it, and after that I will write the code. And today I will write the code in Python 3. The logic will be same for any other languages as well. So let's start. The question says that they are given two sorted arrays nums1 and nums2 of size m and n, and we have to return the median of two sorted arrays. So I know you must have knowledge of how to uh, get the median of numbers. So we will not go to that part, but just for this explanation thing, I will teach you that. For example, we have numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4. So for getting the median, they should be arranged in a order. For example, here we can say it is arranged in an increasing order. And to get the median, we first count total number of entities. Here it is 4, that is even. So in case of even number, we will take the average of two middle elements. In this case, we will take the average of 2 and 3. So this will give me the median. And if the case would some be like 1 to 3, so in case of odd number of terms, the middlemost element will give me the median. So 2 would be my median. Okay. So now let's quickly go to the example and we will check the uh, constraints, and after that I will discuss about the solution part. So see example 1, we have nums1 as 1 3 and nums2 as 2. So this clearly states that m and n may not be equal to each other. Okay, so we will handle this first example. So 1 3 and 2, and we have to combine this nums1 and nums2 and generate a bigger array. Let me call it as num. Okay, and the numbers will be arranged in ascending order. So the num array will look like this: 1 2 and 3. Sorry, 1 2 and 3. Okay, and as I said earlier that in case of odd number of terms, the middle one will give me the answer. So my answer is 2, but as you can see they are presenting it in a double format, so we have to return 2.0010 with for precision. Okay, so this example I think would be very clear. Okay, moving on to next example, simple example with 1 2 3 4 as I said here, and the even would be the average of two middlemost, so 2.50000. Okay, you get that. Moving on, say this is important example. Here my nums1 is empty and my nums2 have one single element. So if we combine these two, my resultant num array will contain only single element, and we don't have to do anything, we just have to return this element as the answer. Okay, so this is the corner cases that you have to understand while solving the problem, and you have to somehow manage these cases because they will cost you an error in your code. Okay, so same goes with this example number 5. So I will explain you how to handle these kind of test cases. Now let's just quickly go over the constraint part. So it says that nums1 dot length is m, nums2 dot length is n. The sizes can be between 0 to 1000, and m plus n is in the range of 1 to 2000. So we will never have a case where both nums1 and nums2 is empty list. Okay, so this is good to know. This somehow makes things very clear for us. Okay, and this is the range of nums I and nums 2i. So this is it will be in range of integer only. You don't have to bother about um, big numbers, many big numbers. Okay, so this is pretty much question, and this is a hard level question. So solving a problem is not very tricky thing. I think efficiently solving the problem is most important thing that you should focus on. But whenever you are given any problem, first try to implement a working solution of it, and after that try to optimize the code according to your knowledge or your experience. So first we will write a simple solution and then we will think about optimization. Okay, so based on the question, one thing is clear, that I have to merge these two lists and make a bigger list, um, and to get median it should be a range, right? Okay, so how I'm going to solve is, I will take a num list, an empty list, and I will traverse this nums1 and nums2 till any of the list becomes empty, and I will compare their corresponding values, and I will put the smaller value inside my num list. Okay, uh, this will make sense once I write the code. Okay, so just let me write it, and after that I will explain it to you again, or as many times you want. Just write me in the comment section and we will discuss that. Okay, let's just let's delete this comment from here. Python is all about indentation, so one thing wrong, your code will be wrong. I usually enjoy doing all this activity using C++. I recently switched to Python because it's the newest language, and you should have a habit of doing coding in Python. It's very important, especially when you started working for companies. It's important to have that knowledge. Okay, moving on. So this loop will traverse from the length of nums1 to the length of nums2, and now I will compare. If nums1 of I is less than equal to nums2 of j, what I'm going to do is I will append the smaller element in my list and increase this I pointer by 1, else I will append the bigger element, uh, else I will append the nums to jth element, and I will increase the j pointer by 1, else loop will give me the smaller element is jth element of nums2. Okay, I hope you get that. It's simple while loop, no rocket science. Okay, so after this while loop, either my I has reached the length of nums1 or my j has reached the length of nums2. But it may be a case that one list is not entirely traversed. So to check that, we will write another uh, while loop and simply append the element, because after this, after the first while loop, now one loop will be completely traversed. To get the elements of second list, we will writing this loop. Simply here also, okay, so this will create my num list as a ranged order of nums 1 and nums 2. Now the part is very simple, the entire work has done. Now you just have to create the median and give us the answer. Okay, so let's go. I will define L1 as the length of num. Okay, so for median you have to check that if my L1 is even or odd. So I will check if my L1 is odd, right? Is not equal to 0. In this case, we have to go to the middlemost element and return that value. Simple. So I will say mid is equal to L1 by 2. So double divide sign is for integer division. I hope you know that. And you have to return the median. So I will create a variable called answer, and answer will go to the num middle part and num's middle element, and will return that. Else if that is odd, we have to take the average of two middlemost element, right? So I will define middle one as L1 by 2 and middle 2 as L1 minus 1 by 2. Sorry for that simple C++ mindset that I have. Okay, so get the numbers, add them. Oh, get the number, add them, take the average. So here I am using single division sign because you have to return a floating answer, okay? And return the answer for me. Return the answer. I think that's pretty much the code, and we will just run and see if I have make any typos or any sort of errors or not. So let's just see. Okay, error in first line. That's good. So this is accepted. Now just I should run this case also to see if it is working for even cases or not. Because for odd cases it's quite straightforward approach and somehow simple. But in case of even, you have to be sure. Okay, so it is accepted. Now I will submit the code and let's see. See, I have practiced these questions. 100 is faster than 32%. Okay, so this was the video, guys. I hope you like it. And if you don't get anything, uh, if you don't understand any part of it, please write in the comment section and I will help you. Okay, so thanks.